There's no better way I can say this, but Michigan messed up. They messed up big time. They messed up with a lot of their big time recruits, at least here lately. Jim Harbaugh is just blowing it up left and right. And we just saw this the other day with Zach Charbonnet just going off in his debut with UCLA. It took him one game. And he already blew up for 3 touchdowns. We knew he was a stud prospect in his high school days during the recruiting process, and things fizzled out at Michigan. He had 11 rushing touchdowns during his freshman season. Michigan could not harness the talent, but UCLA looks like they got themselves a dude. So let's take a look at Zach Charbonnet. All right, I'm going to go through a few of his key plays from this Hawaii game from week 0. Charbonnet went off like gangbusters. I was kind of expecting it to happen. I've been a big fan of him since he first arrived at Michigan, and even before that, I was drafting him in Devy leagues. But I'm just really excited for this guy to come up the way he's doing him. But this run was very impressive to me. I think I posted it on Twitter. But he takes the handoff here. He finds the crease. Crease is pretty good size. There's a lot of good blocking here. They got the lane opened up pretty good. And he sees it pretty easily, runs through it. Now he's got a defender locking in on him. Doesn't matter. Slides past him, puts the hand down to get away. Holds his balance pretty good, and he's fighting. And then he takes contact here. Watch him drop his shoulder to get low. Takes contact well, controls the football. He's got his blocker in the way, but he's like a little chihuahua, man. A 220-some pound chihuahua. And just working for as many yards as possible. That's what you saw in his tape from high school. That's what you saw from him in Michigan. Taking the handoff. Do this faster. So he goes through the hole. Slides through there. That's the nifty part of the play there. Slides through there. Bounces into his blocker. Fights for the yards. I like how he gets low at the point of contact here and keeps moving forward. All right, so this should be the first touchdown run of the day. First quarter. UCLA's up 3-0. So slide this down here. So here he takes the handoff. He's reading the hole. Here's his approach to the line of scrimmage. He's reading what's going on. So you kind of got a seal here, but a guy creeping in. There's nothing really to pinpoint here, but he kind of goes off the shoulders or the butt crack of this blocker. He's got the edge, but he's got to do it tight or this guy crashes down on him. And he does that. And now he hits the hole. It's going through the second level. That D lineman can't catch up with him, so he's not a factor. We have, looks like a linebacker. Yep, linebacker here. He's peeling off, trying to catch him, but he's not going to get to him. And he's off to the races here. These DBs do not have a chance, and he's gone. Simple play. Simple play. Finds the hole. The big part of this run was him reading the ass crack of this blocker and being able to cut down that lane right just as close to him as possible without tripping into him, so he has enough separation from this D lineman crashing down the line, because if he was too far towards the other way of the sidelines by a foot and a half, that D lineman could have caught him because he wouldn't have had that separation. That is a very underrated thing. That's just good vision, good feels, just running the play correctly. And now those guys, the D lineman and that linebacker trying to peel off, they do not have the speed or the angle to get him. And he's gone for the touchdown. Seems like a basic play, but little things that are going on could prevent him from not making that long touchdown run. All right, now we got the second touchdown of his day, his big debut at UCLA. Run that for you real quick, frame by frame. So he's got the handoff. Here's his approach to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he's running behind a decent O-line. Again, this is Hawaii, so it's hard to tell. But they got a good seal here. You can tell the hole's opening up and where he's going to go just by how this line is opening it up. And this play is designed to go there just because of how they got it creased off. So he's going to run through this hole. Now he's into that second level. You got hats on hats right here, right in front of him. A D lineman trying to peel off of his block. So one thing he could have did was run the circle outside. He goes straight a little bit. And I notice here something just in these couple plays is how he reads his blocks. Is he's very technical with that. Like he knows that he can get so close to his blocker to create separation from the DBs, linebackers that are crashing down from other spectrums of the field to create more separation. And he's trusting that block, that lineman, to hold that block for him to get through, because we're seeing it right here. He did that on the last play, remember? He gets down the ass crack of the blocker. He gets close. He doesn't juke out here in the middle. That prevents him from getting caught from behind here. He trusts his blocker to maintain their blocks. Good patience. Good read on, too, because you got to read that blocker. You got to read what they're doing with their hands, the placement, leverage, and all that to be able to be aware of whether that lineman can hold that block. You just can't just randomly do it. So that's good vision, good execution by him. Very underrated. You can kind of tell here where that blocker has that linebacker sealed off. It makes it easier for him to read the open field. And here you think that the linebacker's going to be able to peel off, but not really. No chance, really. He's just close to him to create more separation from 8 here that's getting blocked by his guy. So, next segment here. The guy crashes down on him, doesn't get through. And then you got the DB trying to make a tackle. He's trying to hit and not wrap. That ain't going to work on Charbonnet. He just brushes that off. Like that. Brush your shoulders off, buddy. Brush your shoulders off. Right through that. And then immediately, he just took contact. He's getting ready to take contact again. He has the instincts to drop his shoulder and deliver the boom here. And just runs right through, I think, 0. So, they square up here. 0 has no chance. 0 he squares up low, but he tackles high still. Charbonnet gets a little lower than him. Charbonnet wins at the point of contact. 0 has no chance. He runs through, and Charbonnet runs through him, and he's gone. He's gone. That's bad tackling right there. Should have stayed low. Should have wrapped up better. All in all, the chances of him bringing down Charbonnet, not good. Look how thick he is. Look at those thick legs. 20-inch eyes create 20-inch eyes. And that's what we got with Charbonnet right now, baby. And he's hustling. He's going. No one's catching this dude. This is how he's getting those touchdowns. He's just running through dudes, jacking them up at the point of contact, holding his balance. Notice, right here, a little bit of contact, holds balance good, drops shoulders again. It's beautiful. Beautiful run here by Charbonnet. This is the 3rd touchdown run of the day. This is the nightcap, the trifecta box. UCLA has the game won in the second quarter. They're up 24-3. Charbonnet's going to put the final nail in the coffin here. Another good run here. Takes the handoff. This is what we're approaching with. The holes aren't created yet, so let's go another frame. I'm getting there. And we're seeing it open up right now. So again, you see him anticipate his blockers really well. So how this could have messed up is instead of hitting the hole here tight along his line, he could have took this out a little too wide and got tackled, or too wide and allowed this guy to crash in on him. So he takes this in and circles off his block here. Again, you notice him getting close to his blockers, trusting the block here with a good read, and here he goes. What's this DB doing? Whoop. Whoop. DB got shook. A linebacker, what is he? Linebacker got shook here. Like, you got to make that play. You got to make that play right there. He just broke his ankles. Not even that. It's a little bit of a jump cut, like a baby jump cut, right on the linebacker. Breaks his ankles. That's sad. That's sad. Posterized. After he breaks that guy's ankles, though, he's off to the races. The dude's paying off his block. He ain't going to catch Charbonnet. What we got here? He's gone. So here we are again. Approach the line of scrimmage. He sees the hole, but he doesn't bounce it out too wide. He trusts his blockers, and he keeps it tight and circles in here with a little baby jump cut to break this linebacker's ankles. The thing about this, that linebacker fucked up. He should have made that play. Should have read that belly button, but didn't. And Charbonnet's off to the races, and he's gone. Another masterful run by Zach Charbonnet. All right, guys, let's bring it in. Let's talk about Zach Charbonnet. I think he's a tremendous running back prospect. I think he's very underrated, especially in Dynasty, Devy, fantasy football. His stock fell a lot. He had the Michigan bubble burst, pretty much, that affected his fantasy stock. But honestly, I think Charbonnet has the tools on his tool belt to make him one of the top running backs in college football. We saw a small sample on Saturday, but I think he's going to continue to churn out production. As the competition gets a little tougher, we're going to see what he's made of here as a Bruin. But UCLA's got them a good running back from the transfer portal. I think this guy's going to produce on Sundays. I think he's at least going to compete for a spot on an NFL team. I think he's going to have a chance to be a guy getting touches at the next level. I thought that during the recruiting process. I thought that during his early days at Michigan. I'm glad he got out of Michigan. I'm glad he's on a good program or a better program or a program that's going to use him more correctly. And we're seeing some of his good stuff. We're seeing contact balance. We're seeing power at the point of contact. We're seeing good vision. We're seeing patience when it comes to reading his blockers. So I'm very excited to see how Zach Charbonnet's career will finish at the college level. But with that being said, I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every sub fires me up to do more videos. It fires me up to do more film grading. It fires me up to help you guys with your fantasy teams. All that in a bag of chips. Toss me a like. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if there's any players you want me to cover. Whatever. And I'll catch you next time.